Hello. Welcome back to Ramon at Home. I'm so excited you guys are here today because in this video, I'm gonna talk to you about interior design and decorating using green plants inside the house. I'm also gonna give you a beginner's guide on how to take care of your plants, and I'm gonna show you around the house and show you how I changed the look by using green plants inside the house. Last week, we did a home tour, me and Jameson, and we had so much fun sharing and showing you around the house for the first time. Our first home tour was a hit with you guys. You left a whole bunch of really nice comments and we really appreciate it. So if you are interested in interior design and decorating with plants, or if you want to know a beginner's guide on how to take care of your green plants inside the house, please stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video and share with your friends because that really helps the channel. And if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And while you subscribe, don't forget to ring the notification bell on so you are notified about all of the updates. We're gonna start this video by going shopping for plants and then also containers. So come with me. Alright, so today is Wednesday and I'm heading out to Home Goods looking for some containers. I think I'm gonna stop also at Walmart because at this time of the year they really have really good containers that we are going to be using to plant some of our plants. But if you are doing some planting around the house, especially if it is for inside, I really do recommend to look for some containers so that your plants are going to look more well put together. And also I'm gonna grab some moss to put around the edges of the plants, but I'll show you all of that later. So right now we're gonna head out to Home Goods. It is one of my favorite places to shop for little knickknacks like this, little containers, they have a wonderful selection of dishes and glassware and stemware. I'll show you in a second, so come with me, stick around and I'll show you what they have. Let's go. Okay, so I want to show you some of the pots that I found at Home Goods. They have a great selection right now, still early in the spring, so you might want to head out if you have a Home Goods near you. I love the selection of blue and white. I actually purchased a few of them. They look like they were made in Italy. They're so beautiful. You can find from terracotta pots to porcelain pots, but not only pots, you guys, they have a great selection of statuary like this lady. She is so beautiful with her flower bouquet, and then also this cute little frog that looks so cute with the green plants. I cannot wait to talk to you guys about him a little further down the season. And how about this little girl with a balloon? Isn't she just gorgeous? Well, as you can see, Home Goods is pretty stocked up right now, but remember, right now it's still early in the season. So if you are thinking about replanting plants, or if you just want to get some greenery or some flowers or even some statues for your garden or patio, I really recommend to head on out right now because you will not want to wait till it gets all picked over. You guys know that it drives me crazy when I see something that I truly love and I wait, and then when I go back, it's not there anymore. So I really recommend to head on out and start shopping for your spring and summer decorating. All right, so we have a few containers. So now we're gonna head out over to Home Depot to look at plants. I'm looking for a few indoor plants so that I can lay around the house, and I'm super excited because I come from a family with a green thumb. However, I always end up killing all of my plants. So we're gonna head over to Home Depot and to Walmart, which is right next door, to see what kind of indoor plants they have. So come with us. As you guys can see, the selection right now is impressive. They have all kinds of florals for outside and inside. And if you are thinking about decorating with plants this year for your summer decorating, I really recommend to get out right now because you know all of this selection will not be as good. I'm gonna keep looking, and I'll be right. that smells so beautiful. Jasmine is one of my favorites because it has a fragrance. It is an outdoor plant, but in the evening it just has a beautiful fragrance that I absolutely love. It's so beautiful.
Look at all of these containers, all different colors, sizes for replanting. Wow, take a look.
Okay, so I want to show you this beautiful fern that is coming home with me, by the way. It is only $12.99 and it comes in this cute little basket. It is just the first one, and as you guys can see, the selection is impressive, so we're gonna keep looking. I love shopping for plants. As you guys can see, I had a field trip yesterday while I was out shopping for containers and plants, but now I'm gonna take you into the studio and show you and talk to you about the little plants that I bought and the containers, and I'm also gonna show you some tricks and tips on how you can make your plants look finished for when you are decorating inside your house. Let's watch. Okay everyone, so I wanna talk to you real quick about all the plants that I purchased and the containers that I put them in. I'm gonna show you around as I place them around the house, and I'll explain a little bit more, but I just wanna mention real quick, this particular container right here with this beautiful fern came from Goodwill. Goodwill also has a great selection of containers that are, well, decent price, and they also have a great selection of baskets. I was there and I saw some baskets, and as you guys can see, this particular fern right here came on a basket. So baskets are a perfect way to put your plants, and you want a container that you can take the little container out so you can water it and then disguise that plant with a container, because it was kind of unsightly, really, to be honest. So you want to find something that your plant fits right in right here. Also, I want you guys know that I am obsessed with blue and white, so I put these two little plants in this cute little blue and white pot that I'm going to show you a few more tricks as we go and we place them around the house, and so you can plant them and they'll be easy to water. Now the other thing is that these plants right here come with a little tag. I think I already took them out, but they all come with a little tag that tells you the instructions on how to keep them fresh. Most of the time, what we do wrong is that either we water them too much or we don't water them enough. So right there it tells you how much water and how often. This type of plants, they are indoor plants. They just like to live in a damp soil, so you have to keep the soil damp. Don't let it get too dry, but then also don't overwater it because you might drown your plants. But all of that information comes on the little tags inside the little plants right here. The other thing is that they are indoor plants, therefore they need shade, and a lot of the times we can put them by the window. If you put them by the window, that means that it has too much light and it might burn your plant. And if you put them in a corner, it might mean that it's too dark. So also you have to be really careful on how and where you place your plants. So now I want to show you real quick. I'm gonna clear this space right here, but I have this plant that came on this container, and also it's one container that you can use, but it's a very basic plastic container. And I found this urn at Goodwill, believe it or not, when I was looking for items there, and I'm gonna show you this plant right here is just way too small for it and it looks unfinished. But now I'm gonna show you a trick on how to make this plant look just right. Keep watching. Okay, so now I want to show you real quick how we're gonna make this plant look finished and complete on this container. As I told you, it is a little big right here around the rim, but we're going to fix that. I'm gonna move this to the side so I can see you by using a few items. The first thing is that I want to mention, I already went ahead and filled up my urn with some plastic bags. It is up to here because this is a really deep urn, and actually I'll plan to use this for a Christmas tree this year. It's going to be gorgeous. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to place our plant, and we want to make sure that we push down to where the rim sits even with our container. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a few more plastic bags without damaging the leaves. And what you want to do to make it even is you want to put, remember, what happens on the right happens on the left. So immediately I'm going to spin to this side, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this other plastic container right here. You want to make it accessible for when you have to water your plants. I have a schedule that every Monday I take all of my plants out and I water them. So that way I have to do this procedure every week. But you know what? It's worth it because that way I get them all at once and make sure that they're all gonna survive. You might wanna roll it a little bit and then go around right here and then poke in like this. So now that our plant is secure, not only is secure, but it filled in the rim of my container, I'm gonna bring some of this green moss, and remember, I love this moss from Walmart because it is very inexpensive. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna push some of this moss around the perimeter of my plant, and that's gonna make it, this is gonna make the plastic disappear, and it's make my plant look finished and beautiful. Look how pretty that is. It gives it a pop of green, and it is so affordable to do. This whole bag of moss was only about $6. If you have a few plants that need this treatment done, it's only about $6, and as you guys can see, it really finishes the look of any plant that you may have that is too small for any container. All right, you guys, well, I want to take a second real quick to invite you to come and join me on my Instagram for daily Insta stories, behind the scenes, and all of the things you don't get to see here on my channel. And then also I want to invite you to leave a comment down below and let me know what is your favorite plant or flower. Let's get back to the video. Okay, so we are back in our entryway table, and this time I went ahead and placed this beautiful potted plant. If you guys remember in the home tour, I have a blue and white arrangement right here to balance with the lamp, and it was in a beautiful container. However, for summer, for early summer, I like to use plants like this. These will continue to grow and fill in, but right now it's the perfect symmetry for the entryway table. What that means is that if I was to split this mirror all the way down, there's equal items on both sides and the height is the same. So if you guys can see, the height right here is the same. There's two pictures on one side, two pictures on the other one ottoman on one side, another ottoman on the other one. So that creates the perfect harmony and balance in this particular vignette, and I love it. I'm gonna take you now into the other room, but before I do that, I wanna talk to you about style. Don't go by trends and styles, because at the end of the day, you're the one who has to live in it. We have a very eclectic style here, which means everything goes. We can pair this rustic, beautiful urn with a more modern lamp, but for some reason it really works, and I love it. Remember, you have to love it, and if you love it, it works, because at the end of the day, you're the one that has to live with it. Okay, so now let's go to the next room, and I'll show you what I did over there. Okay, so we're now in the living room, and I just want to show you how simple it is to decorate with plants for your coffee table. I have a beautiful stack of books on this side with a few pill boxes that I collect and a candle, and then on this side I put the beautiful fern that I got yesterday. And I love ferns. Ferns is one of my favorite plants because they're very resilient. They like to live in a damp soil, so all you have to do is keep that soil damp once a week, take it out of the container, put it on the water. What I like to do is put a bucket and then just let it sip into it, and then a few hours later just take it out, let it drain, and put it back into the container. They are so resilient, and I love it because they're very graceful, and it really makes an impact here in the living room. I love the way this looks. It's very simple. Now I want to talk to you guys also about this cute little container that I just found at my local store. It is actually a candy jar, but what I like to do is put a beautiful candle in it, and once the candle is done, you can put the lid on it, and it looks beautiful on this beautiful silver tray. And I love the juxtaposition of crystal and silver with a beautiful green plant. I love decorating with green plants. And now I'm gonna take you to the next room and show you what we did over there. Keep watching. Okay, so here in the dining room, instead of setting a beautiful tablescape, what I did is I went ahead and did a vignette so that I could use my beautiful fern. I love this fern, you guys. I'm so obsessed with this plant. It is so gracious and dangly, and that's what I just love about it. When I worked as a florist, we used to cut this and use it on bridal work, and it was just absolutely exquisite. It's also beautiful for veneers and corsages. But anyways, so I went ahead and did a beautiful breakfast buffet table, and I just used this beautiful crystal riser and this wicker basket that the plant came with. Remember, we're talking about baskets and how we can use them to conceal the container of our plants. I love decorating with plants inside the house and making vignettes like this because it really creates something like a focal point that is very dramatic yet very understated at the same time, which is kind of weird because you have the crystal, the basket, the gold flatware, and the crystal and the candles, and just the simple glasses with a gold rim. It really does create a vignette where your guests can come and serve themselves some breakfast. I love it. What do you guys think? All right, everyone, so the last vignette I want to talk to you about is not per se a plant. However, it is clippings from a tree. Here is a tip. Get yourself a clear container and fill up with some water. And if you have a tree outside, or if you can go to your local nursery, they'll send you some branches from a tree or ferns, and you just gather a bouquet and you put it inside a container, a clear container, so you can see the branches with some water. These, however, are actually silk stems that I bought from Walmart and from Hobby Lobby. And if you do the same treatment, sometimes I have fooled my sisters and my cousins who think that I have flowers all throughout the house just because they are in a clear container like that. If you have good quality faux stems, you can do this treatment. However, if you do have a tree outside, or if you can go to a nursery where they'll send you some stems, I really recommend, instead of putting a plant, put a container with some water and some stems, and you will get the impact of having a plant. And I think it looks so elegant, but I cannot wait to read your comments. So leave me a comment down below and let me know, what do you think about decorating with plants? So far, it's been so fun. You guys, that's all I have for today, and I really hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. If you have not seen the home tour, I'm gonna link it down below, and then I'm also gonna put it somewhere here on the screen so you can check it out. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below and let me know, what do you think and what is your favorite plant or flower. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you already subscribed, don't forget to ring the notification bell because you will not want to miss what's coming down the pipeline here in this channel. You can watch more videos right now. Consider subscribing, and until next time, bye.